Nelson Mandela represented the effort to bring people together and cooperate and have mutual respect and honoring people and recognizing their worth, etc., and uplifting people. I'm Mark Ottenweller. I'm a physician. My background is internal medicine. I practiced in Atlanta here for 2 years. And then I went to Abidjan, to the Ivory Coast, for about 4.5 years. Set up a large HIV/AIDS program there, a clinic, and a large community program. And then in the end of '94, we went to South Africa and developed some very large community-based HIV/AIDS programs. I went down to develop a program for HIV/AIDS and immediately went over to Soweto, which is a very large, predominantly black area of South Africa. Nelson Mandela and his family had roots there, had houses there, and some of our staff knew the Mandela family. So there was some connections locally, and we invited him out to some of our programs. We worked with children, and the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund worked with children, so there was a lot of synergy with the programs that we did. So we go to meetings with them, work with them in different places, and then because of his work and because of Soweto, I invited him out to visit our programs in Soweto, and my staff made a quilt for him. So this is kind of a funny story, but yeah, we sent him a note, said we'd love to give you this quilt for your birthday made by the women of Soweto. And so we sent a letter to him, and then I was out of town, and a young couple was staying with our kids, and they got a phone call, and they said, "This is President Nelson Mandela. I'd like to speak to Dr. Mark." And they thought it was a prank. They thought someone was joking. And so they almost hung up on him, but they said, "Well, no, we'll take your information. We'll have Dr. Mark call you," and all that. So I got back in town. I said, "Yeah, we offered to give him a quilt from some people in Soweto." He was calling to accept the quilt. So they were shocked, really. They said, "Mark, we almost hung up." Bob and Pat had this idea that we should give out the Hope Unity Award. I wasn't involved in the production of that or the development of that, but obviously he was a great candidate for that. So I met with his office and explained to the award, and they were very impressed by the award and the emphasis on unity, which South Africa really struggled with. And Nelson Mandela represented the effort to bring people together and cooperate and have mutual respect and honoring people and recognizing their worth, etc., and uplifting people. And so I was very impressed by the work of Hope Worldwide. He sent us letters of thanks at different times, and so he was happy to receive the award, and it was a great time just meeting with him and engaging with him because of our mutual respect for people and for the poor, and especially for children. Yeah, we were invited to his office. 5 of us went. It was Bob and Pat and Kip and Roger, Lamb and I. But I went in and kind of shot the pictures, the video, Bob and Pat giving him the award. But it was a very moving moment. He was very humble, very appreciative, very thankful for the work we did. I think the work we did opened the door to connections like that.
On behalf of Hope Worldwide and the International Churches of Christ, we're honored to present you with the first Hope Unity Award.
Thank you very much. It is most encouraging that we now have a generation which is to be found throughout the world of people who care. This is a matter that has been a source of tremendous inspiration to me, and to find that our efforts, as humble as they are widely appreciated. I thank you very much.
People in high places are people very sincerely interested in people's well-being and concern for people. And so he recognized that right away. He greeted us, he shook our hands. He has a big, strong head. He was a boxer, so he has a big grip and big, strong head, but very cordial and very down to earth and very appreciative of the work we did. When I left South Africa, Charlotte and I, she had worked with him as well, one of our staff, met with him for tea, for coffee at his office. And so one of the Aguirre, Mark Aguirre's sons, knew I was going to do that, so they wanted me to ask him a few questions. So we were sitting there talking, just having tea, talking cordially, And I said, Madiba, I have three little boys that want to ask you a few questions. So I wrote them down, and he said, well, sure, go ahead. And I said, what does South Africa need? What is the future of South Africa? What do they need? And Nelson Mandela said, we need great leaders who have a genuine interest in the people, a genuine concern for the people. And I just remember that because that was startling to me that he understood that leadership was so important, but that a genuine concern for the people was so important. And so that inspired me.